Morning, welcome to SlimChat. It's Tracy, and well, it's a horrible, miserable, rainy day outside. Starting to get a bit miserable and cold again out there. Bear with me 1 second. I have to blow my nose. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm gonna breathe again. Anyway, I feel a bit better today. I don't sound so good. It's kind of in my voice box really, and around that area, and I do have a lot of kind of rattly stuff going on in my chest, which does come through sometimes, but I do feel in myself a lot better than I was. My brain is a lot more clearer. it can't be bad. Anyway, so if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Hopefully you'll be informed when there are new videos. So I actually got something in the mail, and I was quite surprised to get this, because I do have some Slimming World magazines to do as Open With Me's, and I never got round to doing it. I've got a new one, but this arrived and I was a bit gobsmacked, because they don't normally give these things out unless you attend their meetings. And this is a Be Amazing with Slimming World pack, and obviously inside you get Discover Your Freedom with Slimming World Online, Feel the Freedom with Body Magic. So you get all of the gumph, all of the books that you used to get when you went to the classes. But I guess now they think they better start doing those for those people that do Slimming World Online. So that's not bad, is it? I'm quite surprised to get it. And then because I've been kind of Christmas and been doing stuff like eating stuff you shouldn't, they actually cancelled my membership. Said, we noticed that you haven't logged on for a while, so we've cancelled it. But if you want to reactivate it, all you have to do is get on and pay again. So rather than just automatically take it out of my bank, they at least are quite a good company, in that if you don't use it, they don't take your money, which I actually think is quite good, because there are so many companies that wouldn't do that. They just keep on direct debit, and taking the money from your account. But Slimming World don't do it, because the last time we were members and we stopped, they did the same thing. When Gary was paying for it, they actually did the same thing. We noticed you've not signed in for a while. Should you want to reactivate it, please do. But this book, this is two-sided. Feel the Freedom with Body Magic. And I've got a feeling that's all about moving around and doing stuff. And that is not so much half the book, but that's this bit of the book, like there. And then the other side, if you turn it up the other way, you have Taste the Freedom Food Optimizing. So you get all of the stuff that you would normally get in the classes in the book. So it tells you different values of foods, how the combinations work, the different types of plan. So that's all there, and I was quite amazed to get it. So what's this one then? That's just Discover with Slimming World Online. But it's like a magazine. There's recipes by the looks of it. All kinds of stuff in here. A lot of it is the stuff that you see online, when you do log in. I've seen a lot of this imagery. Let's see, like this picture. See that quite a bit. So, inspiration. It's like you can write this stuff down, it's places for you to write stuff and get involved in, where you're not going to a class and you're not getting the feedback. And the one good thing about those classes, if you do ever go, is that people then swap recipes with you, tips, things that help them. And then you get these, which are, you can fill them in if you want to. You can fill it in on the online e-source thing, or you can fill it out like this, and there's lots of bits here that I have no idea what they are really. I haven't looked because I've only just really got it. Touch hearts and change lives, opportunities for you to become a demonstrator and discover the world of Slimming World free food, which the only criticism I've got of Slimming World free food is that not much of it is actually free from free food. You get the odd bit that you can maybe use, but there's most of it is just for people who can eat everything. You know, you can eat gluten, you can eat dairy, but not a lot of free from in the free food, sadly. But yeah, I was quite glad to get that, because although, as you can see, there's a bit of naughtiness going on the aftermath of Christmas and New Year. The diet is going to start in earnest very, very soon. I've got to the stage where I'm sick and tired of eating rubbish, and I need some good food. So that's on the wind down. I never go diet tomorrow. You know, that never works for me. And I did this when I did low carbing. I did this when I do any diet. The first few days of my way of thinking is my wind down, and I kind of gradually come off sugar, gradually come off whatever fat, whatever diet I'm doing. So if I was doing low carbing, I wouldn't go no sugar straight away. I would kind of get rid of maybe refined sugar, but I'd still eat potato and pasta, and then I'd drop the potato, and then I'd drop the last things like rice or whatever. But I wouldn't go wham, because that is a recipe for getting ill, for getting what they call the Atkins flu, or which they now call keto flu, because a lot of people want to distance themselves from the Atkins diet, even though it is still the Atkins diet, basically. So yeah, that's kind of my way of doing things anyway. Never had keto Atkins flu ever, not once, because that's the way I do it. I don't just go cold turkey. I get rid of it and come down. So I'm on the wind down now, and I haven't really wound down a great deal. I had breakfast, which was grilled bacon and egg and some mushrooms with a little ciabatta roll that is gluten-free. So, and you can have those on the diet. So it wasn't bad food, but you know, there are still a few Thornton's chocolates knocking around. And Gary bought me these bars of Turkish Delight for Christmas, and I had one yesterday watching TV, and the stupid thing was, it was kind of cherry flavour. That threw me. It was like, what's this? I'm not sure I liked it that much, to be honest with you, but I prefer the old one. It did get me some of those as well. So really, all that stuff is more or less gone now. So on the wind down, getting back in the zone slowly. So yeah, let's see what the kitty cat thinks of it all, shall we? Now I've ordered new books and they should be arriving imminently. This is still on the subject of training a human. Humans grow plants in the house. Obviously, they're trying to provide green stuff and earth, which is really sweet of them, but they get upset when we eat them or use the pot as a latrine. I can imagine. It must be confusing though for a cat, mustn't it? You know, why is it I can chomp that plant outside, but I can't chomp this one and pee in the plant pot? Okay, so yesterday's movie quote of the day was, I just figured if you're going to follow in someone's footsteps, who better than Christ? Was indeed Kevin from Meet the Parents, and Sarah, Cal and Crochet and Knit all got that. Woo, thank you very much for taking part. So this one, I saw this movie the other day. Love it to death. It's one of my favourite movies of all time. Jesus, George, it's a wonder I was even born. Jesus, George, it's a wonder I was even born. The name George has to give that away. And Jesus, George, it's a wonder I was even born. Gotta give it away, surely. You think. So I'm having roast pork today. Yeah. Last time, as I mentioned this, I think, over on my other channel, we got 2 joints of pork for Christmas from Tesco, and the one that I got out first was really fatty, so I'm hoping this one's not. They don't look it, which is the annoying thing. When you pick them up and you have a good look, and it didn't look like it was ribboned with loads of fat, but when you cut it, there was fat inside. You could argue that how could they know, but it wasn't great. It really wasn't. A lot of it got thrown away, so I'm hoping this one won't be as bad. Really don't like the fat anymore. It's since I had my COVID jab and all my taste buds went weird. I really cannot bear fat of any kind. I never used to like it at all. Say it's steak fat or something like that. I know there is a school of thought that says you've got to have it on the meat for it to taste good, but I never ate it. It would cut it all off. And the same with like lamb and all that, it would always be cut off. The only one I could tolerate a bit was pork fat because it had a different taste. And but even that now, even that. And I've never been one to eat bacon fat. Ugh. You know, people like crisp it up. If it's really, really ultra crispy, then you don't know it's there. But if there's rind on my bacon, I cut that off and the cat eats it. Gary used to get really cross because he used to like eating it himself. And it was like, well, give it to the cat. Give it to me. It's like, oh, no, it's fat. You know, got your own. Don't need mine. But he couldn't understand me giving it to the cat. He doesn't eat it anymore. He's trying to be healthier. Having said that, you know, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Especially now we've got wherever it's gone, the pack. We've got the pack. So all I've got to do is activate it again and we'll be back on track. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this. I've got to get on with ordering some yarn and stuff and go and make a cup of tea, see how Gary is. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, everyone. Take care. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.